When a Muslim today, they look down at somebody, he's a homosexual. How you notice he's homosexual? He put eyeliner, he put makeup, he tried to dress like a woman, right? But Muhammad, he did all of those things. Muhammad, he put eyeliner. Muhammad, he loved to add too much perfume. Muhammad, he said, I never received Quran, revelation from Allah, except in the clothing of Aisha. And the Muslim, they try to cover it up. They say to you, oh, this is the house of Aisha. But that will make it more stupid. Why? Because if this is true, that Muhammad, he never received revelation except in the house of Aisha, that means he never received revelation in the house of Khadija. That means all revelation he received before, it was a fraud. So the hadith says, ثوب Aisha. ثوب Aisha. ثوب is a dress. As simple as that. Have nothing to do with housing. Since when ثوب is a house? You know? You can go right now, open dictionary, and you will find that ثوب mean clothes. See, this is the same word, ثوب, 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 ثوب. The second you say that Muhammad was receiving Quran in the ثوب of Aisha, the Muslims, they say this is not the clothes. This is the same word appear all over the hadith. ثوب, ثوب, ثوب. See it? The one in black, the dark one. It says, فَإِنَّ الْوَحْيَ لَمْ يَأْتِنِي وَأَنَا فِي ثَوْبِ إِمْرَأَ إِلَّا عَائِشَةَ. We go to the Muslim translation. Here, imagine here they change even the word thawb. Suddenly it became a bed. Muhammad saying, I never received revelation except in the bed of Aisha. But the word thawb is thawb. You know, is a dress. And he was wearing his wife's clothing. And as you see, the hadith is sahih, because they will say to you, this is weak. And they will say to you, this is fake. And this is the hadith number. And the grade is sahih. So we prove that Muhammad, he wear women clothes. Muhammad, he pee like women. Why? Let us find you the hadith. You'll notice that Muhammad is acting weird and he is doing something only women they do. This is sahih. This is sahih. This is sahih. All of this is sahih. Okay, what is sahih? Muhammad being like a woman. He always be like women. He never pee like man. Very rare Muhammad is peeing like a man. Look what the hadith is saying. This is not me. Abdul Rahman, blah, 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 reported from. He came out, blah, 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 okay, and then he says, and then he urinated. Then we said, look at him. He urinating as women does. What does that mean exactly? Muhammad, he sat down when he urinate. He never urinate standing up. He had to sit down. He left his dress and he urinate. Is that a coincidence? So now we have him wearing woman clothing, and now we have in him peeing like women, and you will see that the men there, they were like, they are the one who is surprised. I mean, those are his people, and those are the Muslims. This will say to you that the Prophet, he was trying to be a Jew. Why? The Jew, they are very careful in the way they pee, so they don't want any drop of pee to touch their clothing or their body. But the Jews, they pee inside a container, not like what Muhammad he do. The container, and they pee in it. It's like today, you know, when you have those new standing pee in the wall for men. So they have a container. This way the pee will be contained and will not split all over. But if you sit down, that will not make the pee far away from you. Actually, it's going to return more to you because you are so close to the ground. So why Muhammad is peeing like a woman? No explanation. This is there. They are trying to give you their opinion. Why they are trying to do that? Is he trying to copy the Jews? But the Jews don't do that. He pee like women. And this is Sahih Hadith. The Prophet, he put eyeliner. In the old days, eyeliner is used for as a medicine. If somebody have a problem with his eyes, but this is as a medicine, you don't put it all the time. But the Prophet of Islam, he used it every day. And let us find some hadith. So if Muhammad was sick and he is using it, that will be temporarily, not will be every day. Will be, okay, well, you know, he is his eyes have a problem, and this is the medicine they have at that time. So I would say, okay, well, not, I mean, you know, that is the reason. The reason is clear. But the guy, he do it all his life. And, you know, and then the Muslim, they start doing as he do, because, you know, remember, the Muslim, they follow the steps of their Prophet, right? Here we go. Ibn Abbas reported that the Prophet saying, apply an anatomy, for it is clear the sight and make their grow. Make hair grow. Listen carefully. Muhammad is using the eyeliner to make the eyelashes, if I'm saying the word correctly, grow. Muhammad, he liked to have a pretty eyelashes. He wanted to grow. It to clear your sight and make the hair grow. And he asserted that the Prophet had a aquarium case from which he applied every day in each eye 3 times. 3 times a day, in the morning, noontime, and afternoon. So Muhammad, he want to keep the eyeliner always in his eyes. Always. It's a must. To make his eyes look nicer, and he claimed that will grow the eyelashes. Well, isn't it what this woman they do? And why a prophet of God, he need to put eyeliner anyway? Why he care even for such a thing? This is not temporary medicine. This is something he do every day. 3 times a day. It's a must. It's like his food. 3 meals. You see it? 3 times a day. Trying to grow his eyeliner. What about Muhammad? Shaving hair body. You see, for some in the West or some other places, men, they do shave their body hair, and it's not a big deal for them. In the Middle East, this is a big shameful thing to do. And remember, I'm Middle Eastern, and we know our culture, so don't tell me this is not true. That's why I was laughing at maybe hijab when he shaved his chest, if you remember. He have videos of him, he have hair in his chest. When he went to the Chinese embassy, he took off his t-shirt, there's no hair there. And the Muslim, they will say to you, this one is da'if, but I can show you in different places, says very, very strong. It was narrated from Salama, the wife of Muhammad, that when he would apply it, apply what? The chapter of applying hair removal, chemical. He began with his private parts, coating it with hair removing chemical. And then he will do, his wife, she will do the remain of his body. So Muhammad, he shaved all his body hair, totally. And again, as I said, this is for Middle Eastern, this is a shameful, even now, this is not Like, you know, you might say, well, now Muslims don't follow Muhammad. Nobody do it in the Middle East. The second you do that, no woman will marry you. If a woman, she noticed that there's a guy, he is shaving his chest, no. There's something fishy about the guy. So why Muhammad is shaving all the hair of his body?